over free. Now, really quickly, if you haven't seen my video on blues theory versus jazz theory, you should just watch that. It's a 6-minute video, kind of opens up your eyes to a lot of ways that guitar players are going to play. Now, here's an example of jazz theory, what Trey is doing. So really quickly, we're going to go over, like always, you have to know your chord structure. Like, you have to know it, okay? And pardon me, I'm going to turn my amp off of distortion. And I'm back. All right, so the chord progression is really, it's a D7. And they hold that for a while, and then they go to a B flat. And back and forth. Now, that only occurs if you listen. The first half of the jam is just on the D7. And if you listen to Live in Brooklyn, if you listen to the version of Free in Live in Brooklyn, you'll hear that Fishman comes in with the ride cymbal. When they go into the ride cymbal, and they change the part with the D to the B flat. Usually, in the beginning of the jam, it's just a D7. So we're just going to talk about that for a second. Very, very simply, it's a D7 chord, and what Trey is doing mostly, and again, this is known as Soloing Over Free Part 1, is just really D minor pentatonic. That's all he's doing. He does it really well, okay? So he's sitting there. Really just noodling on the D7, on the D minor pentatonic. That's really it. That's what he's doing. So if you're playing along on the D7, it happens for a while, you're just hitting the D7. Remember from my videos, you know, landing on the 1. And he does throw in a, like he likes to take that minor third, and he likes to pre-bend and come down to that second. Trey is all about pre-bending his notes. So when you're listening to Trey and you hear that, just pick a note in the pentatonic pretty much and come up with it and then pluck and release. So you have like... That's one of the ways that Trey really has a very unique sound. I love it, the pre-bending. Anyway, so on the D7, you just solo on the D minor pentatonic. Very simple. B flat. All right, that's the best part of the, not best part of the song. When they go to that part of the song, it gets dirty. So very quickly, here it is. So where are we now? We're on the B flat. Okay, so very simply what he does is he switches the scale over to a B flat major scale. So now, we're going to keep it in the same position for now. I know that in the video you saw me kind of moving everywhere, but we're just going to keep it here so you can get the gist of it and feel the elation. Okay, so really quickly, this is a diatonic. That's another thing, is when he switches over, he goes from the D minor pentatonic to this B flat diatonic, which means the B flat major scale. Okay, so really quickly, it's going to be on the 10th fret. Now here it is. It's going to be 10, 11, 12. Sorry, 10, 11, 13. Okay, then 10, 12, 13. 10, 12, 13. 10, 12. 10, 11, 13. 10, 11, 13. So you really want to pause the video and get that scale down and write it down. 10, 11, 13. 10, 12, 13, 10, 12, 13, 10, 12, 10, 11, 13, 10, 11, 13. All right? Now, the root notes in this scale, the home is going to be with your pinky on that 13th fret. That's a B flat. Right here. And also the 11th fret of the B. A B and a B flat. 11th fret, okay? So when he goes to this B flat, again, chord tones. I know it's like overused. You're gonna get it, chord tones. Yes, he gets chord tones. You have this D. You have this D7, where it's just playing pentatonics to the B flat, and he really, really utilizes the whole major scale. And then to the D. B flat. I know I went fast there, but again, it's just that scale. It's that scale I just introduced to you. And he's hitting the B flats on the chord changes. So you have D, B flat, D, D minor pentatonic, B flat, D, B flat, flat, over and over again. So that's how you solo over free. And really that's it. I know I'm fast, but rewind it. Look at that scale shape. Know where your chord tones are, your root notes are. And for the first part, he's soloing just on the D minor pentatonic. I'm just keeping it here for now. It's part one, okay? You got to get used to the concepts of things before we open up the entire guitar neck. So D7 for the first part of jam. Boom, 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 boom. D minor pentatonic. Then when Fishman well, not all the time, but usually he goes to the ride cymbal, and that comes in and signals when they go from the D7 to the B flat. And when you get to the B flat, you're going to be playing a B flat major scale. I showed you where it was and where your root notes are. And it's very important that you show the audience that we changed chords by hitting that chord tone. And when I go back to the D, you go back to the D minor pentatonic, and you hit the root note. Not to sound cheesy, but I hope you feel free on guitar now when you're soloing to the song. Bye.